Listen, they are afraid to be honest with you. These individuals, this person, they're afraid to be honest with you. Y'all, before I get into this message, please know this is not for everybody. Please use discernment when listening to this. If it's for you, God has already revealed it to you. It's just me confirming what God has already placed in your spirit. That's it. That's all. If it don't fit, please do not make it fit. You have to stay in alignment with what God has already spoken to you, what the Spirit has already shown you, and I'm just confirming it. That's it, y'all. But there's some people, there's an individual who's afraid to be honest with you. These people feel some type of way towards you, and it don't have to be a negative way. It could be a positive thing, but they're afraid to come forth and tell you what it is and what it ain't. Because for so long, they've had a facade. For so long, they pretended as if they didn't care. For so long, they've walked around with these wounds. And y'all listen to me. When I talk about the people, it's not that I'm talking about these individuals. It's just the spirit that they carry, y'all. We all have gone through the healing journey, but some people don't want to go through it. And some people aren't being honest with themselves about what they feel regarding you. Again, this is not for everybody. But those of you who I'm speaking to, it will resonate. Maybe you all got into an argument. Maybe you found out some information about them cheating, whatever it may be, and they're too afraid to be honest with you, even though you already know. You already know the truth. You're just waiting on them to come forth and say something about it. You already know they've been talking about you. You already know they backstab you. You already know they stole the money from you. You already know they don't want you to come around. You know this. But these individuals, they're too afraid to let you know how they truly feel so that y'all can clear the air. They're afraid, y'all. And they're afraid because they're not sure how you're going to react. Some of you are truly transforming in this season. God has pulled you up out of that pit, out of that darkness. God has revealed some things to you that you didn't know before. You didn't know last year. You didn't know last month. And so now that he's transforming you, now that you're becoming, now that you're awakened, now that your eyes are open, these individuals aren't sure how you will react if now they turn around and be honest about what they feel, about what they said, about what they've done. The mask is falling off. You already knew what it was, but you were waiting on them to speak up and speak out. But they're afraid to be honest. They're afraid to be honest. Y'all listen to me. There's some compassion that I have for individuals like this because y'all, these are wounded individuals. They are people that still need to be loved. And not that it means you have to give away your love, your attention, your time, especially if you're being hurt in the midst of all of that. Please use discernment when doing things like that, y'all. Don't give away your energy and your power to people that don't appreciate it. Your love and your attention to people that don't appreciate it. You got to release them so that they can heal. But I do have a soft spot for these individuals because some of them are truly wounded to the core. They don't know what it looks like to be loved. They don't know what it looks like to have a genuine friendship. They don't know what it looks like to be truly honest and live in their authenticity, but you do. You do. And you're a light to some of these people. You're a light to some of them. Again, please use discernment, about this message, but also when it comes to you giving to these individuals, you cannot deplete yourself trying to prove to them that you love them, trying to prove to them that you're there, trying to prove to them that you're a friend, trying to prove to them that you're, a good family member, whatever it may be. That's done, y'all. But this message is about them being afraid to come forth and tell you what it is and what it ain't. So y'all, before we get into this message, welcome to all of you that are new to the channel. Welcome to the Walk Heavy channel. Over here is all gas, no brakes. We're putting our foot on the enemy's neck and we're not letting up. For those of you that are returning, y'all already know. Thank y'all for rocking with me. I love y'all so much. I love y'all so much. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for showing up. Thank you for your PayPals, your Cash Apps, your super thanks. Thank y'all for just continuing to do you, be you. Thank you for the comments, for the love and the support, y'all. I appreciate each and every single one of y'all. Old or new, we family now. We're one. We're walking together as one. So, those of you that are new, I am reading from some index cards that I write on before I get online, and I just allow the Holy Spirit to speak to me and through me regarding your situation. So let's get into the first one. Ephesians 4:25. Wherefore, putting away lying, speak every man truth with his neighbor, for we are members one of another. Let's read it again, y'all. Wherefore, putting away lying, speak every man truth with his neighbor, for we are members one of another. Again, y'all, these individuals have kept up a facade. They have pretended, they have worn this mask. They have been in spaces and places mentally, emotionally regarding you, but they have not spoken their truth. And so it leaves you to assume, it leaves you to, have decisions and to make decisions based off what you know, based off what you see, based off what you feel. We can no longer operate, y'all, in regard to like this physical thing. We have to take it for what it is in the spiritual realm. And sometimes when they show up, in the physical realm, you have to know what you see is what it is. Because sometimes it could be the opposite. We know what we see in the physical realm, and yet we keep trying to show up in that spiritual because we see better. We know they can do better, and we keep giving to them because we see their potential. But at some point, you got to stop it and let them heal, let them grow, let them see for themselves who you are. And maybe that comes with you walking away. Maybe that comes with you disconnecting. Maybe that comes with you exposing some things. Let's get into the first one, y'all. Your boundaries appear to be set in stone. Again, we're talking about them being afraid to be honest. Some of you have set some boundaries that's real hard. It's set in stone. At least that's how it appeared to be. So they feel like they cannot come in and say anything. They feel like they shouldn't because these same individuals are afraid of rejection. Even though they've rejected you, even though they've mistreated you, they're afraid to be like that. They're afraid to receive that. They're afraid to, be in that situation. And that's why they weren't honest from the beginning. They wasn't sure how you would react if they told you the truth. They didn't want it to be rejected. They didn't want to, add fuel to the fire, whatever it may be. Right now, your boundaries are set, and it looks like that they're set in stone. Because maybe you're sick and tired of being sick and tired. Maybe you're tired of showing up. Maybe you're tired of giving them chances. Maybe you're tired. Everybody get tired, y'all. Everybody has a breaking point. I don't care how anointed and appointed and favored and chosen that you are. We're still living this human experience. We are human, y'all. So we have to have a balance in the spirit world and the human world. We got to know we're experiencing them both. And there has to be a balance to that thing. So somebody depleting you and taking from you, listen, that affects you spiritually, mentally, emotionally. You can't even show up for yourself because you're so busy trying to show up for them, so busy trying to prove to them. And they hadn't been honest. Whoever I'm speaking to today, you know who I'm talking about. Whoever's in your mind right now, that's who I'm speaking about. Again, this will not resonate for everybody because it's not meant for everybody. These individuals are afraid to be honest because they're not sure how you're going to react because you set that boundary. Maybe some of you have spoken up and spoken out and it was real hard. You never show up that way. So the moment they saw that version of you, they knew you were serious. You drew the line. They knew that. And so now they're afraid to be honest when they should have just been honest from the beginning. They should have ripped the mask off from the beginning, but we can't live in the shoulda, coulda, wouldas. It's now you do it or you don't. Because the longer they wait to be honest, the more you're going to get out of reach with these individuals. There's going to come a time where they're not going to be able to reach you. Some of you might change your number. Some of you might literally move to a different state. There's going to be a time if they don't do it now or they don't speak up now that they will not be able to reach you. And don't wait, y'all. Don't sit around and wait on individuals to come around and do better. No, continue to live your life. Continue to live your life. There may be somebody totally different for you. There's new friends. There's family members that may not be blood, but they'll treat you better than your own family. Let's go to the next one. They believe vulnerability equates to weakness. They believe vulnerability equates to weakness. Y'all, we're not talking about just relationships. We're not talking about just friendships. We're talking about some people, mother dynamics, father-child dynamics. These individuals, because all they know is strong, all they know is showing up with this facade, all they know is that because maybe they had to do that since childhood. So now that you're born, now that you come into the picture, now that you are experiencing an awakening, they don't know what to do with that. Vulnerability makes them feel like they're weak. And again, this could be your mother, your father, your grandmother, whoever it may be. These individuals don't know how to show you love. They've never had it. But the sad part about this is they don't realize how they're hurting everybody else in the process trying to protect themselves. Showing up with the mask, showing up being fake, showing up, with their walls up, whatever it may be, not realizing that you keep giving to them, showing them, your hand, giving them love, appreciation, whatever it may be, and yet they still act like they don't see you. They don't feel you. They don't appreciate you because, again, these individuals are wounded, y'all. And I told y'all I have some compassion for people like that. I do. I really do. That's not to say it's okay. It's okay that they treat you like that. No. You have to use discernment. You have to learn your lesson. You do have to set some boundaries and know that you are worthy of love. You are worthy of a genuine friendship. You are worthy of people to come into your life and treat you better. You're worthy of that. But again, y'all, they see love, they see vulnerability, they see those things as weaknesses because maybe some point they got hurt, they're scorned, and they haven't healed from it yet. They just keep going and keep doing and keep moving because they feel like they have to. Never have they had anybody to show them genuine love. And y'all, again, I don't know, I feel real strong about these mothers and these fathers right now. Because some of you may need that. You asking for approval from your parents. You asking for approval from your father. You're asking for, some attention, some love, but they can't give it, y'all. They can't give it. They're wounded. Their parents didn't give it to them. Their parents didn't show them. And so it's just a generational thing. That's why you've been chosen to break it. That's why it's so hard, because you're breaking it from the people that came before you, and you're breaking it from the people that's coming after you, and you got your own thing going on as well. That's a lot to bear. That's a lot to carry, but God has given you the strength to do it. God has given you the strength to do it. Again, I tell y'all, as chosen ones, this thing has not just started for us. It started when we were children. Maybe you had to be strong as a child. He equipped you then. He covered you then. He protected you then. And now that you're older, these things are resurfacing, and he's now teaching you how to move, how to get over these things, how to heal, how to love, regardless if they love you back. But you have to learn the lesson, and you got to know these individuals, they can't give you what you need right now. They're too afraid to be honest about what they truly feel, because they're not sure how you're going to react. Some of you are tired. You're tired. You're tired of showing up and giving your all just to receive nothing. Just to receive nothing. And they know it. They know it, y'all. But please, allow these individuals to heal. Allow them to do the work. Allow them to show you that they want to be in your life. No more chasing, no more overgiving, no more overextending. Let them step up to the plate and be honest about what they feel, what they need, who they are, whatever it may be. Let's go to the next one. They're wondering if you still care. They're wondering if you still care. Again, we're talking about them being afraid to be honest. Some of you have truly withdrawn. You've withdrawn your energy, you withdrawn your time, you withdrawn your love, you withdrawn your attention, and now they're not sure if you even still care. So they feel like if they come in right now, are they going to be rejected? They can't take the rejection. They're not sure if you're going to, welcome them back in. You have before. You have before, and that's not to say you're going to do it again. Again, use discernment. This is your life, y'all. I will never try to dictate and tell you what you should or shouldn't do. But what I will tell you is that at some point you have to learn, you have to set boundaries, you have to make sure that you're okay before you try to give to everybody else. You have to. You have to. You cannot pour out of an empty cup. You cannot keep depleting yourself. Those days are over, y'all. Even if after this video you like, I'm done, that's it. That's a new beginning for you. And that's just what it is. Again, they're wondering if you still care. If you still care. Y'all, can I tell you, we're going back to these parents, y'all. We're going back to these parents. They want to be loved. They want to be loved by their children. And y'all, yes, some of them may be extremely toxic. But I don't care what nobody say. These parents, they want to be loved. They do. They just never received it. So they don't know how to give it to you. And the moment you start treating them as how they treat you, it hurts. Even if they don't tell you. But the way they cope with that hurt, maybe they come back with anger. Maybe they come back and say crazy things to you. Maybe they try to, disconnect from you before you disconnect from them. That's how they cope with that. That's how they cope with that. But you're different because you're breaking a generational curse. You know. And if you didn't know, you're learning. You're learning how to be that way. Because y'all, we coming up out of these things. We coming up out of that chokehold. We coming up out of those curses. We coming up out of the way people used to do it in our bloodline just because that's how they did it. No. You're a trendsetter. You're doing things different. Just because they did it that way don't mean it's right. Just because they feel like you should be married to this person, that person, you should date this person, that person, that don't make it right. That does not make it right. That's how they did it, but you've been chosen to do it a whole nother way. Let's go to the last one, y'all. They're not sure they can meet your expectations. Again, we're talking about them being afraid to be honest. Some of them are afraid that if they really step forth and tell you what it is and what it ain't, that they cannot meet your expectations. Some of you, again, have transformed. You're now on a whole new level. You're now thinking different. You're moving different. You're operating different. You want different things. And so they feel like if they come in and they tell you what it is, what it ain't, how they've been feeling the whole time, can they really keep up with who you are, this new version of you? Can they really show you the love and the appreciation that you desire, that you deserve? Because again, I told y'all in another video, we're always becoming, we're always evolving. So even if they show up today, they got to be willing to take the journey with you because you may not be the same next week, next month. So if they're not ready to go, if they're not ready to grow, then they won't be able to keep up. And some of them feel that. That's why they have to do the healing. That's why they have to be honest. Some of them don't even realize that all you're looking for is the honesty. You're not looking for them to be perfect. You're not looking for anybody to be perfect because you know you're not perfect. We know we're not perfect. Again, you may be anointed, appointed, chosen, favored, blessed, whatever you want to call it. But you're not perfect. As long as we're on this earth, none of us are perfect. That's why I get upset with people that come in the comments talking about repent. No, you repent. Every day we should be repenting because none of us are perfect. Just because your sin look different from my sin don't mean yours is better than the other person. No. No, sir. No, ma'am. So listen, these individuals, they're afraid, y'all. They're afraid to be honest because they're not sure how you're going to react. They're not sure how you're going to react. For those of you that are connected to people that, you want to be with, you want them to be in your life, again, don't sit around and wait on them. But listen, inner work, release, surrender to what is. Do not harbor that anger. Sometimes people can feel that, y'all. If y'all want these individuals in your life, release and let God do what he needs to do in you and through you. Because if you're harboring that anger, then that means you need to do some inner work too. You need to heal too. You need to heal too, y'all. Y'all, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I want y'all to continue to show up, but I gotta be real with y'all. If I put a video out and you get triggered, you get angry about something that's been said, you have to heal that. You have to heal that. And again, there's nothing wrong with being angry, but every time somebody put out a video, whether it's mine or anybody else's, if they put out a video and you automatically get triggered, you automatically get angry, you gotta heal. These individuals have done something to you that you gotta hold on, that you can't let go. And so now you have to allow God to heal you, so that if you are supposed to be connected to them, y'all can come back together as one. You're whole, they're whole. You're not pulling on them for validation. You're not asking them for love. You're not running behind them seeking anything. And if they can't give you that, you'll be whole enough to walk away and know that you're giving it your all. Again, y'all, they're afraid to be honest because they're not sure how you're going to react. This video is not for everybody. Use discernment. Maybe there's some portions in there that is for you and the rest is not. Take what's yours, leave the rest. I love y'all so much. I love y'all so much. I love y'all so much. Again, thank you for rocking with me. Thank you for your PayPals, Cashapp, super thanks, thumbs up, comments. Y'all, I'm getting emails. I need to go through my emails and respond to the ones that I can. There's a lot. So I am going to do that. Just please be patient with me. I see y'all. I see each and every single one of you. Know that I do. Again, y'all, continue to keep your head up. Continue to take this journey at your pace. It's not a race against anybody else. This thing is a race against you. You being better than that person you used to be. You overcoming the obstacles and the curses and the things that people have said and done to you. You putting your foot on the enemy's neck and saying, that's it, that's all. That's what this journey is about. It's a you versus you. It's a me versus me. That's what it's about, y'all. So continue to show up in your authenticity. Continue to be bold. Continue to let the journey, take its course. It's going to be better. Trust me, it is. So until next time, y'all be easy. Peace.